Hi, welcome to Jamaican Cooking 101. Today we are making some pancakes, and these are special pancakes because they are made from pumpkin. Yes, pumpkin pancakes. So let me prep the ingredients and we will be right back. Stay tuned to Jamaican Cooking 101. Welcome back. So I have my ingredients here and I also have my utensils. They're well laid out, and so without any further delays, let us begin. So now in this bowl I have some flour, baking powder, a bit of baking soda, cinnamon and some salt, and I'm gonna sift. And we know that when we sift our dry ingredients, we incorporate air and we evenly distribute the ingredients. So I have a bit of sugar clumps, so I'm just crushing them out, and then I'm gonna sift another time. And as I said, this will incorporate the ingredients and will also add some air to the mixture. Now we are going to be adding all ingredients in the bowl except the egg white. So what we have to do first is to beat the egg white until it starts to foam. Now the egg white is going to also help to make this pancake light, airy and fluffy. So this is going to take a little while, so we have to whisk until it starts foaming, and you could do this over a pot of hot water, warm water, and it will foam up quickly. Alright, so I think I'm at that stage where I can now move on to the next step. So I'm going to be adding the pumpkin puree, and what I've done is just to boil the pumpkin and crush it. And here I have 1 cup of pumpkin puree, and I'm adding some melted butter. If you don't have butter, you could add some margarine. And I am also going to be adding the egg yolk. So I'm going to quickly beat the egg yolk and add it to the mixture. You could add some vanilla if you like, or whatever other flavorings, okay, but I'm not adding any at this point. So I'm gonna get some milk in, and I'm very cautious because this is a recipe that I am trying for the very first time. I don't know if you've ever heard about pumpkin pancakes, but I am trying it for the first time and I'm sharing it with you, my YouTube audience. So definitely it needed more milk, so I've added just enough milk. And remember, pancakes are quick breads, so they use baking powder or baking soda as their raising agent, and you are not to mix it for too long. If you mix it for too long, it's gonna make the batter flat. Alright, you also should not be whisking the egg white too early, because if it is left to stand for too long, it is going to deflate. Alright, so we need to get that egg white folded into this mixture. Now you're noticing the color, and I'm certain it's the pumpkin that has changed the color. So we are gonna now add in that egg white, and I'm using a table knife just to fold in the egg white, simply because the table knife is very slender and will not press out or push out the air that we are trying to incorporate. Alright, so we get that in quickly, and as much as possible we try not to stir or mix too much. I'm really hoping that I am not mixing too much. In our last video we published or posted the chicken pumpkin soup, and today we're doing the pumpkin pancake. So you'll see that we are trying to incorporate pumpkin into as many dishes as we can. Now you can be creative with the fruit, or in some cases we use it as a vegetable. Most times we use pumpkin as a vegetable. So it grows as a fruit, but definitely we use it as a vegetable. Now I am going to have to heat a pan, and this one is a bit fancy. What happens with this pan is that you put the batter in, and once it is cooked on one side, you flip the pan and it will cook on the other side. So what I'm going to be doing is to first grease the pan. Alright, and I'm using some melted butter. I am going to do two methods. Well, you can try whichever method you want to place the batter in the pan. You could use the ice cream scoop, you could just pour it from the bowl, or you could measure it out in equal amounts using a measuring spoon, okay, or measuring cup. Measuring cup would be better. But then I saw this nice little technique on YouTube where the batter is poured into a piping bag and then extruded into the heated pan. So I'm gonna try it. Wish me luck, everyone. So I have placed the piping bag into a glass, and I am now going to spoon some of the batter into the piping bag, and this is supposed to be a clean and easy method. So here goes. All right, now I'm going to try to lift the bag so that all the mixture stays inside. Wish me luck. Ah, beautiful. All right, so I've got this. Now it's time for me to start placing in the pot. So I'm going in a circle and I'm taking my time, thanks to other YouTubers who have posted these cute and interesting techniques. Look at that, guys. You can measure out the amount that you are putting in the pan, and it is so creative, it's so neat. Just look at it. So we do not flip this pancake until we notice some bubbles on top, and these bubbles get wider and wider, and then we can go ahead and flip. So there we have it. So it's golden brown on this side, and it took about 2 minutes. So let's give the other side 2 minutes. And look at that. It seemed to be fine. And we're placing that on our serving platter, and we're gonna move on to the next pancake. So I'm placing in a little bit of melted butter, and in order for your butter not to burn quickly, you could mix it with a little bit of vegetable oil. All right, it was going a bit slow, so what I've done is to use both pans, right, and hopefully we'll go a bit faster. We can always flip using a spatula, or if you're really skillful, you can be like Ratatouille and just flip it up in the air and land back into the pan. I'm not gonna try that because I don't want it to fall on the ground, because I'm gonna be in tears. So let me do it the old school way and flip it with a spatula. So I'm gonna have the two pans going at the same time, and I think I am mastering the skill of using the piping bag. Look at that. This is really nice. So I'm at the last bit of butter, and oh my goodness, I'm not wasting any of it. I'm squeezing out every single bit from the piping bag. So I'm going right around. All right. Call me mean, but that's fine. I'm using every single bit. All right. I think that's enough now. All right. So we are going to be monitoring both pans and flipping at the same time. I think this one needs a little bit browning, to be a bit brown on the other side. So I just turn that again, And this recipe is so quick and easy. You could make this any day of the week, be it breakfast, or maybe some persons have pancakes as a snack. And I'm serving up these pancakes with some homemade sorrel jam. If you have your normal pancake syrup, whatever it is that you like on your pancakes, go right ahead and pour it on. But I'm using some homemade sorrel jam. And I'm going to be a bit creative. I've placed some honey in this bag. It's just a regular poly bag. And I have pierced a tiny hole in it, and I'm drizzling that honey all over the pancakes. So I don't have that little squirt bottle that will pour out the honey, so I have turned my hand and make fashion and just put the honey all over. And now I'm dusting with some icing sugar. Now look at that, isn't that beautiful? Go right ahead and make your pancakes. If you like, you can use the same sorrel jam, or you can use a syrup of your choice. Please try the recipe and let us know how it turned out. Thank you for watching this and all our other videos. Continue to share, like, and subscribe to us here on Jamaican Cooking 101.